Hey everybody, so welcome. I'm going to do some odds and ends. Habs odds and ends and some NHL odds and ends. Got a bunch of different things, some signings, and just some news to make an odds and ends video. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to open up with something that has nothing to do with hockey. One of my favorite shows. It's a great comedy. If you haven't seen it already, check it out on Netflix. It's called Norseman. And Netflix isn't renewing them for season 4. So there's a petition out. I urge you all to go out there and sign the petition. The link will be in the description. Norseman, it is a great show. Please check it out. Please sign the petition. Let's see if we can get a season 4 out of this show. Thanks, by the way, if you do that. Next up, Marc Bergevin has said his first pick is available for trade for the right price. So this begs the question of, will Montreal either try to move up, move down, and get some kind of a prospect or player, or outright get a player or the player that they're looking for, a goal-scoring winger. They might do that with the 16th pick. So that door is kind of open to do that. And I guess we're going to find out in the next few days because the draft is in just 3 days. So hopefully we'll find that out. We could find out anytime now. We could trade this before the draft or trade it at the actual draft. Next up, Habs qualify. Habs qualified Max Domi, Charles Hudon, Noah Juleson, Victor Mete, and Xavier Ouellet. All 5 are RFAs. So they qualified them so that they wouldn't lose their rights. The players can accept the offers, or they can become free agent, walk away from the team, become free agents. I do believe it's a question I'm not actually 100% sure of. I know they have to qualify them to retain their rights. I'm not sure what the next move is for the players. I know they can start negotiating for a new contract, which obviously Domi, Jules, and Mete for sure will do. I don't know much about what they're going to do with Charles Hudon. I don't expect him to be around, and Ouellet could be around as a spare part. Habs re-sign also. They re-sign goaltender Michael McNiven to a 1-year, 2-way contract. The value is $700,000 if he plays in the NHL, which I kind of doubt he's going to do, and $75,000 in Laval. He is also apparently going to be the backup to Caden Primo, so it makes you wonder what's going to happen with Charlie Lindgren. So Lindgren, I kind of expect will be in a package, or they'll play 3 goalies down there, which I kind of don't think they will, unless they do have an affiliation with the ECHL. That's been rumored that in Trois-Rivières there's going to be a new ECHL team. Montreal will probably be affiliated there. Maybe they'll place McNiven there, or Lindgren, or not Primo, that's for sure. So anyways, he signs a 1-year deal. The Vegas Golden Knights, I just saw this today, signed Robin Lehner, goalie Robin Lehner, to a 5-year, $25 million contract extension. Works out to $5 million AAV. I kind of didn't think the Knights were going to let Lehner walk away. So this is not much of a surprise, but it's another goalie off of the list of free agent goalies. Also, take another goalie off the list, but he was an RFA, and that is Tristan Jarry of Pittsburgh Penguins. He was signed to a 3-year, $10.5 million deal and a contract extension that works out to, just like Sherrod and Joel Edmondson, $3.5 million AAV. I think that's a good signing for Pittsburgh. They've obviously decided to go with Jarry and expect to see a trade involving Murray. And for some reason, Matt Murray. So I would expect Matt Murray would not be re-signed, and they're going to move on from Matt Murray. The Philadelphia Flyers signed goalie Brian Elliott. It's a signing of goalies today. They signed Brian Elliott to a 1-year, $1.5 million contract extension. He will back up Carter Hart, obviously, and no need to say the AAV because it's a 1-year deal. So not really surprised at that, but takes another goalie off of that UFA list. The New York Rangers, speaking of goalies, you can add one now because the New York Rangers bought out goalie Henrik Lundqvist, 38 years old. He had a 1-year deal left at 1 year left on a 7-year deal. I think it was a 7-year deal at $8.5 million AAV, and will count for $5.5 million against the cap next season after the buyout, and $1.5 million against the cap the next year. And I guess that's it because he had 1 year left. It'll be 2 years against the cap. In his 15 years in New York, Lundqvist's career was 887 games played, 459 wins. He had a .918 save percentage and had 64 shutouts. He was also the Vezina winner in 2012, and he is now a UFA. I believe he's deciding whether he wants to retire now or he wants to maybe play one or two more seasons with a different team. So this also the not also next story, the scrappy Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. I say scrappy because there's a lot of fighting usually in there. They're clamping down on fighting, and that is in order to get a $20 million government pandemic relief grant. I don't know what they call that. So $20 million in government pandemic relief. I believe it's the government that asked them to clamp down on fighting to qualify for that, and they did, and that otherwise they would not be able to be playing right now. They opened their season last night, I believe. It was last night or the night before, and yeah, they wouldn't be able to do that without this relief, so they clamped down on fighting. Don't blame them. And the last item is, rumor has it, and this is this, I don't know the validity of this, but it was retweeted by the hockey guys, so I'm going to say there has to be some validity to this. Tristan Jarry apparently says they were told, the Pens players were told, to expect November 15th to be the start of training camp. So that's the target date, November 15th. That's the rumor right now, November 15th. Teams will open training camp. Still no rumor for the exact start date for the season. So there you go. There's my Habs and NHL and odds and ends. It's written right there, so I should be able to tell what the name is. So hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, give a thumbs up. While you're down there, leave me any comments on any of these things that I just brought out here. What you think about them, that's in the comment section. That is down there. And while you're down there, if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. And that's also right down there. And that'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate that. Stay safe out there and peace out, y'all. I shall see you next video. Bye, everybody.